Hello and welcome to the Brick Freaks. Today I build from Mould King, from the model series, the green Hound Buggy. I believe this is from a stolen mock, but I don't know at the moment. I will look. We have the model number 18002, 1879 pieces are waiting for us here. This is the possibility for RC and Bluetooth control via handy. We won't use this. Okay. It's Silk's building step. Building step 1 includes the 3 bags there. There's a separate bag only with pins, a separate bag with all these parts here. We have the suspension, a really long one. These here. We have 4 of the new Black Furious L-size motors. They are totally new. New development from Mould King. I hope they are good and they have power. 4 of them, 1 zero, some longer Technic beams, the connection box where Bluetooth and the RC receivers in and our RC. Okay, that's the normal stuff, but I'm really looking forward for these black engines here. The Black Furious L large size motor. I'm really curious. I hope this has some power. It's a typical instructions here of Mould King. Should be no problem. Sometimes they have mistakes. We will see if we have mistakes here or everything's fine or everything's wrong. We will see. Okay. So, oh wait. This is a large sticker sheet. We will see. I will accomplish the car, assemble it without the stickers, and at the end we have a closer look. Perhaps I do the stickers on for the review and then remove, or perhaps they look great. I don't know. Such a car with stickers, yes, it's okay. It's not so many. They are just big. But it's these are 18, 20 stickers. That's not too much for a big racing car here. Okay, we will see. Let's have some fun, assemble this thing. Well, nearly 40% of building step 1 is a sturdy ground base here. We have 7 of this 4x6, I believe, lift arms, or 5x7. I don't know, you know what I mean, these here. 7 of them, then this big H. Technic beam, these here. This is a sturdy, really sturdy connection. Looks cool. And it's the base for more adventures. The quality is awesome as always from Mould King. With their Go Bricks pieces, everything is fine. That's nearly Lego quality here. Only the pins and sometimes the axles go a little bit harder to push in. You need a little bit more force that the pins go in. But so everything here is from Mould King in the Technic section. Everything is always fine from the parts wise. And it's the same here. Great. That was really fast. Building step 1 is already completed. We built this here, solid sturdy base for our buggy. Everything alright. It's a good solid base for a sturdy buggy here. And then this very unique construction for the steering. The servo sits here. There is the steering modified blade. And this here is attached to it. This long section will move with everything. I have to look how this will work. I've never seen such a thing for steering, but I've never built a buggy. So I'm always happy if I have building techniques and stuff I haven't seen before. And therefore they say there's already a winner. Already a winner, really. Oh man, this is a really complex part of the car, because we have steering in it, the motors in it, 3 motors, suspension, steering, everything. So everything's fine. But you have to take care that both motors, one is on A, the other is on B. Here this is A, this is B, and on A will be the other wheel on the other side and the rear wheel. So this will be both A and this will be both B. So take care that they're all going front. And you can change the direction of the motor with pressing both A's, both B's, and then he will change the direction the engine there turns, or the motor turns. So you have this in mind, that later front motor and rear motor will both connected here, and this part here on the battery box. So that's important, and that all engines are going in the same direction, or you will have a big problem later on, because if you have assembled it and all engines are here on one connection, you can't change the direction. You have to change the direction before you assemble everything, so that each engine goes into the right direction. Then you can press the engines together here and connect it to the battery box. Okay, this is really complex. Take care. I made 2 mistakes that cost me nearly half an hour to rebuild it and reset it, and it is... I was not concentrated, and the angle of the picture was not really good. But this is a really complex build here. But it made complex, but it makes some fun. Okay, I hope I will get this connected very good here to our frame. I forgot to show you here the cardan joints. They are actually metal. And these axles here with the yellow stopper, they are carbon fiber. So we have strong motors, big long suspension, metal cardan joints, and carbon fiber axles. I hope this will handle the power and makes a lot of fun to drive. A lovely summer morning. I didn't build a week here on this model. This is half through building step 3, and I showed you in end of part 2 both parts here, the rear axle and the middle part. The next truck is coming. My neighbors are renovating their house, and there's always here a truck with some wood and tiles and bricks and tiles. Okay, this is really great. You see here the angle. It's in this specific angle, 12.5 degrees, something like that must it be. That's really a lot of work for the designer of this thing here. But now it's getting sturdy here, and I believe next will be the front axle with the 2 motors in the front. Oh, sorry. Half through, yes, most of building step 3, and I have to build these here 2 times. This is the first one, and this is interesting, the building techniques. And here it's 90 degree angled, the engine, and the X comes here. That's really unique. I've never built something like that before. So I have to assemble the second one, and then we attach this somehow, I don't know. Somehow I reattach this here. And then I hope we have a really decent buggy. So this is our buggy looking after building step 3 and 4 steps of building step 4 here. They are only on an axle, and the rest will be attached to the chassis or to the construction with here our big suspensions. Now there's one thing with the engines. So, am I in turbo mode? Yes, I'm in turbo mode. So, when I push A forward, then this axle goes forward and this goes forward. Push IB forward, then this here goes forward and that. So, when I push A and B, all 4 are going forward. So, but who wants to drive with pressing both buttons? So, in this Mould King remote, you have to push this here once, and then all engines are on A, forward. But he's switching forward and backward in turbo mode, but only for this here. Only for this too. So that's really, you have to push both B's for 3 seconds, press A again, and now in turbo mode, all 4 going in the same direction. If I go out of turbo mode, then on B is now going backwards. I have to push B again 4 seconds. So that's a pity. They are all going in the right direction, and in turbo mode he changes the direction of B. That sucks. And what is, when I use this? No, this turbo mode goes for this both. Okay, perhaps this will change with the connectors there. I don't know. It's not a big issue, because normally you will drive in turbo mode. When we have a turbo mode, we use the turbo mode. But now you know one small problem or issue you can have with the set. Nearly finished with 4, and we have all the engines connected, the motors connected to the battery box. And this time Mould King shows us exactly how to manage the cables. That's nice. That's nice. Normally they don't show this, but here they show it. Here we have got the first panels. Normally they are stickered. We got the backlights. This has to be. For the long cables, I make a solution. When I'm nearly finished, when I knew where I can put the cables. You see, there's plenty of space. But that's really, really cool. It's not so heavy, but very, very solid. This is a good construction and makes a lot of fun to build. So building step 4 is done, brought us battery box, seats, everything. Here, these are just meant to be clicked in here over the axle. And then they are not totally assembled here. It's a little bit to move. Okay, so far, oh man, this is a great build. So much fun assembling it. So much fun assembling it. And the seats are okay. Your arse is going through this hole, but you can't get in decubitus. Half through building step 5, and we got more paneling here. Normally this should be all stickered, as here. First assemble of the chairs was wrong, because the chairs are going with the axles into the door. And so I had to rearrange them. You don't see how it should be in the instructions. But when you have the doors, there's only one way you can make it. And so I did it, and it's okay. But at the moment it looks really strange. It looks more like a ATTP or something than a buggy. Everything is fine. The shapes, the angles, everything is really, really a pleasure to build. And everything fits so perfectly together later. That's really incredible. Good work, designer. Really good work. So building step 6 is finished. It's a little bit noisy because, yes, it's obviously summer. I have opened my windows here, and so you hear the cars and the neighbors and everything. But I can't go under the roof to build this here because there it's very hot. Okay, we finished nearly most bodywork here in the back part. Most of the paneling, and it's not so much panels, small lift arms. It's so sturdy and so well thought, well designed. That's really a pleasure, an absolutely pleasure to build. Wow. Here this is not totally straight. You see this? It's a little bit bent at the edges to the ground, but that makes nothing. And I believe it will be fixed when here the next long lift arms going over, then everything will be sturdy and fine. But man, the designer of this and the Mould King designer too did 2 amazing jobs, really. And the quality, man, is this good. When you, I will say it in the review, you know with which car we should compare. We should compare with the orange buggy for 229 euros from Lego, and this here is 120 euros. That's 110 euros cheaper with 5 motors, and I believe this is the better car. We will see at the end, but I believe this is the superior car. A lovely Saturday morning, and here I brought up these 2 panels, left and right, and this was not easy, man. This was really hard to get in. I leave 8 pins here, and that's not a problem, but there was a lot of pressure here and here, and I needed 5 minutes each blade or each panel here to click in. Man, oh man, I was really sweating after this. It's not too hot here in Germany now, end of June. We have, at the moment, it's 11 o'clock in the morning, we have 25, 26 degrees Celsius, of course, but I was really wet from sweat. And here I got this, both axles to stabilize. This is really, really sturdy. Really, really sturdy. It's done. Here our incredible green Hound Buggy. And when you bring on the tires, watch that on each tire are 2 of these, here and here, that they are straight with the X. If not, you can't bring this on this way, and you have to remove the rim. So check carefully before, because I did 3 wrong, because I didn't look. I just placed on the rims, and then on the next page I see it is fixed so I have to bring them down and on again. So this is an impressive car. I got a lot of lights. The headlights are blue, actually. Great. This is a monster. Here are the spare parts. 2 of these, I wonder if I forgot them. Perhaps they are in the set and I didn't see it. But I believe it makes no difference. This will rock anyway. This will rock, this car. Okay, here this video is finished, and please watch the second part, the final review with all the driving impressions and my thoughts. Is it worth the money, this car, or not? But mostly for the driving experience. This is what we all want to see here. Okay, thank you for watching and join in the next video. Bye bye.